Pooh Shiesty has been struggling to stay out of jail since the age of 11. Coming from a dark and dangerous place, Can Creek Apartments, he was lucky to make it out, losing multiple homies to the streets and prison. This is Top Trend TV, and this is the rise and fall of Pooh Shiesty.
Hey, throw me my wig, please.
Your wig?
Quit playing, come on.
Nah, you hear the nigga block.
Playing.
Don't worry, get my hair, mama.
He look nice though.
Nah, see, nah.
Hey, boy, hey, Red Ron, I would get out there in the street with your gang, me by myself. First whole gang right now, today, in like 30 minutes on live, all this shit.
I'm scared to go to Big Boogie show just because it's gonna get shot up or woo. Shows don't get shot up, bro. You see what I'm saying? Shows don't get shot up unless a motherfucker just want to hear that gun go off.
Lontrell Denell Williams Jr., aka Pooh Shiesty, was born on November 8th, 2000, coming from one of the most dangerous apartment complexes in Memphis, which is Can Creek Apartments. And Memphis as a whole seen a total of 342 murders of 2021. But Pooh Shiesty was raised by his mother and father until around the age of 10, where his father was locked up for a major drug bust that happened around 2009. And here's the whole court documents if you want to pause the video and read it. And after his father got locked up, he really wanted to follow in his footsteps because he started robbing and doing petty crimes around this age, getting locked up for the first time at the age of 11 and was on an ankle monitor for months. He also lost a close friend at an early age too. Around the age of 14, he lost his close friend Trey, and this was the first friend that he was really close to that he lost from gunfire. Apparently, Trey was killed while he was at a party, but unsure how true that is. He would also be close to Big 30 around this time and hang with him a lot, and he even knew Big 30 since he was the age of 11. But on September 24th, 2018, Pooh Shiesty would lose another close homie. Plus, this was right before he got big on the music tip, and this was an incident where his gang and another gang got into an altercation where 3 people died from gunfire and 2 others were injured. Pooh Shiesty and Big 30 was even there that night, 9 p.m. September 25th, 2018. A shooting occurred at Can Creek Apartments on Meadow Circle. Investigators say the incident stemmed from an argument between 2 groups and escalated into violence. Plus, officers believe that at least one victim who was shot was also responsible for the shooting. A 37-year-old man was pronounced dead on the scene. 2 men, 17 and 30, were taken to Regional 1 in critical condition. The 17-year-old was 2'3", one of Pooh Shiesty's close friends, whose real name was Kalitri Bone. The 30-year-old was Jesse Williams.
Jesse Williams?
Who actually was on the TV show America's Got Talent, who was a part of Bell Street Flippers. Plus, 2 females was hit too, one 37-year-old and one 18-year-old. They were both taken to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. Even the people around Pooh Shiesty are straight killers, because Chopper Gang Wop and Chopper Gang Hank are both locked up for murder. Chopper Gang Wop is arrested for 2 attempted murders and 1 murder. Authorities have indicted a Memphis man in a shooting death of another man in 2020 of June. Anthony Green, aka Chopper Gang Wop, was indicted on first-degree murder charges in a roadway shooting that happened at a Southwest Memphis intersection, according to a release from a Shelby County District Authority's office. Green was indicted on first-degree murder, 2 counts of attempted murder, and 2 counts of employment of a firearm and commission of a dangerous felony. According to the release, witnesses said 2 vehicles were stopped by Shelby Drive and nearly rolled when the 3rd vehicle pulled up. The driver of that vehicle began the shooting. A 27-year-old passenger in one of the vehicles was shot multiple times and pronounced dead on the scene. A 49-year-old man who was the driver of the 3rd vehicle was shot in the arm and was taken to the hospital. But the gunman's car, a white SUV Mercedes, was found burning behind a nearby building, but the driver of that vehicle was never found. The case is being handled by Chief Prosecutor Stephanie Johnson of District Attorney Vertical 2 team. Chopper Gang Hank, though, on the other hand, was involved in a shooting that left a man paralyzed. Kevion Marbury was charged with attempted murder of a shooting that happened around August of 2021. According to court records, Marbury, aka Chopper Gang Hank, was searching for someone driving a red Infiniti, and this was in retaliation for the shooting death of another gang member. When he spotted that kind of car, he opened fire. Kerry Talbot was the victim in that vehicle, and he had nothing to do with the death of 2-3 and wasn't even affiliated with no gang, but he was shot 3 times and paralyzed. He's being charged with first-degree murder and still is fighting this case. But recently, Pooh Shiesty is facing more than 8 years in prison after pleading guilty to a federal guns charge stemming from 3 shootings in the past 2 years in Tennessee and Miami-Dade County. Lontrell Williams Jr., aka Pooh Shiesty, 20 years of age, admitted to conspiring to possess firearms in furtherance of a crime of violence and drugs trafficking as part of a plea. Later in October of 2020, Williams, Bobby Brown, and Jaden DeRosso arranged to buy marijuana and high-end sneakers from 2 men at the London Hotel in Bay Harbor Islands. During the deal, Williams and Bobby Brown shot 2 men. One was hit in the hip and the other was hit in the rear end. Brandon Cooper was one of the 2 men shot and was later arrested in a fraud bust. He was one of 8 suspects arrested in alleged forging checks, then withdrawing the money from the accounts and unsuspected businesses and people. The second man wounded in the attack was Jeffrey Sanar. Plus, he was also arrested and accused of taking part in a scheme of stealing money from elder people. In December of 2020, Williams was arrested in connection of that shooting, and he pleaded not guilty and later bonded out in March. A few months later, Pooh Shiesty was arrested again, and this was on Memorial Day weekend. An arrest warrant read that Williams shot a security guard in the leg at the King of Diamonds strip club in Northwest Miami-Dade.
To demonstrate some kind of intent other than an accidental discharge. It doesn't appear that there was anything that would have prompted some sort of intent from the defendant.
Judge, the state disagrees with that version of the facts. I mean, this is pretty clear from the arrest warrant. What happened here was the defendant was angry because the victim in this case, who was a security guard, told him to put away his gun. He then grew angry. He pointed the gun at him and shot him. The victim specifically states in the arrest warrant that he had to move out of the way. He was directly shooting at him.
What's the
yes, Judge?
This is an aggravated battery. He's entitled to a bond. The standard bond is $10,000, and that's what I'm setting. The $10,000 bond with the hold for the division judge. Case number, hold him for case number F20-14135B. And you'll see your judge tomorrow, 9 a.m.
Pooh Shiesty was facing charges in Miami-Dade State Court for the strip club shooting. But after the plea deal was reached, the Miami-Dade State's Attorney's Office denied the press charges. Williams has been in federal custody since the U.S. Attorney's Office indicted him in the Bay Harbor Islands case last summer. Pooh Shiesty is still currently locked up, and he's going to be sitting in jail until we get a court date. Pooh Shiesty isn't known to have any kids, and his relationship status is unknown. But that'll be about it for Pooh Shiesty. Make sure you like or dislike, comment, and subscribe, and let me know down in the comments who y'all want to see next. And as always, stay blessed and stay well. Yeah, I'm out.